මෙම වැඩසටහන ඔබ වෙත ගෙනෙන්නේ
E-Soft Metro Campus නව්‍ය දැනුමෙන් ඔබේ අනාගතය හැඩගන්වයි.
Good evening. In the beginning of this year, we had more than 1,000 students who were put through a grueling selection process, and only 108 students were able to progress to the preliminary rounds of a quiz show. And out of those 108 students, 36 students progress to the secondary rounds. Tonight, we have 6 students out of that 36 competing for the semi-finals. Let's meet our 6 competitors tonight on IT Mastermind 2014. IT Mastermind 2014 is brought to you by the Computer Society of Sri Lanka and strategically partnered by E-Soft Metro Campus with their media partner ITN. And tonight's contestants, contestant number 1, Prameet Madhuwanta, Dhammisara National College, Nathandiya. Contestant number 2, Sulochana Disanayaka, Ratnavali Balika Vidyalaya, Gampaha. Contestant number 3, Sudaraka Saniviratna, Nivatta Chaitya Mahavidyalaya, Anuradhapura. Contestant number 4, Kuchila Samarakon, Gateway College, Colombo. Contestant number 5, Ramesh Pragati, St. Benedict's College, Colombo. And contestant number 6, Mohammad Hamjad, Zahira College, Mamanalla. And let's meet our judges for tonight. Mr. Indikamara Singha, Manager Corporate, E-Soft Metro Campus. Mr. Ranjit Ganepula, Fellow Member, Computer Society of Sri Lanka. And as always, our Quizmaster, the very experienced Mr. Faisal Bonzo.
Thank you once again for that wonderful introduction, Mura. A very good evening and a warm welcome to the 4th secondary round program of IT Masterminds 2014. And it is always a pleasure to be your quiz master. Well, today, as Muru said, we've got 6 contestants representing schools from all over Sri Lanka participating in this program. And they will be facing 4 rounds of competition. And the winner and the runner-up will move on to the semi-finals. Well, each round will be judged and points will be allocated and added. And of course, you've got to remember that the decision of the judges will be final as always. Well, let's move on to round 1. Now here we will be posing a multiple choice question to each individual student where you will earn 10 points for a correct answer. And of course, the other contestants can also register their answers via their terminals and you can earn 3 points for each correct answer. And you've got to keep in mind that you will lose 2 points for each incorrect answer. So without further ado, let's move on to the questions for round 1. And it is your question. Contestant number 1, Prameet. A command used to check network connectivity is ipconfig, is it ping, is it traceroute, or is it netstat?
Answer B.
Yes, the answer is correct. We're moving on to the next question. This is for you, contestant number 2, Sulochana. A device which receives, amplifies and retransmits signals on a network, is it known as track, is it known as repeater, is it the transistor, or is it the terminal?
Answer B, repeater.
Yes, the answer is correct. We move on now with your question, contestant number 3, Sudaraka. Which of the following interfaces does not support digital video? Is it VGA? Is it HDMI? Is it DisplayPort? Or is it DVI?
Answer C.
No, the answer is incorrect. The answer is a VGA. As we move on now with the question for you, contestant number 4, Kuchila. This is your question. iPhone was first released to the market in A, 1999, B, 2004, C, 2007, or was it D, 2012?
2004.
No, the answer is incorrect. The answer is C, 2007. We're moving on to your question now, contestant number 5, Ramesh. This is your question. Which of the following code names does not represent an Android version? Is it Eclair? Is it Marshmallow? Is it Froyo? Or is it Gingerbread?
Answer B, Marshmallow.
Yes, the answer is correct. And this is your question, Hamjad. What is the mobile version of the Ubuntu operating system? Is it Ubuntu Lite? Is it Ubuntu Touch? Is it Ubuntu Mobi? Or is it Android?
Answer A.
No, the answer is incorrect. The answer is B, Ubuntu Touch. Well, with that, we end all the questions for round one. Let's find out who's taken the lead after round one.
Bringing world-class higher education to your doorstep. eSoft Metro Campus. Shaping lives, creating futures.
Bachelor's at 19?
In Sri Lanka? My ambition is to finish my master's at 21 and become a senior manager when I'm 25. I joined eSoft straight after my O-levels.
Start your IT or business management degree straight after O-levels. eSoft. Shaping lives, creating future.
නිවැරදි IT දැනුම ප්‍රමුඛයාගෙන් පමණයි. eSoft.
End of round one. Let's see how our contestants have fared at the end of this round. In third place, we have contestant number 1, Prameet from Dhammisra National College, Nathandiya. In second place, we have contestant number 5, Ramesh from St. Benedict's College, Colombo. And we have the lady in the lead, contestant number 2, Sulochana from Ratnavali Balika Vidyalaya, Gampaha. Let's begin round 2. Faisal, over to you.
Thank you very much. Well, we can say that the competition is heating up because there's only a 2 points difference between the top 3. And this, as you all know, is the 4th secondary round program. We've got winners and runners-up of the preliminary round programs. And of course, naturally, there is stiff competition moving right now. And we're moving on to round 2. Here we will be posing a question based on an image, and you have to answer individually. You will earn 10 points for a correct answer. Well, the others can buzz if you know the answer. And if the first student either does not answer or gives the incorrect answer, the opportunity will go to the contestant who buzzes first. Now, the correct answer will earn you 5 points, but an incorrect answer will make you lose 2 points. And on that note, let's move on to the questions for round 2. And this is your question, contestant number 1. What is the name of this technology used for verifying users?
Captcha puzzles.
Yes, the answer is correct. Here's your question, contestant number 2. This type of interface is used to be common in all laptops. This type of interface used to be common in all laptops. What is it?
Sensors. Scanners.
She said scanners. No, so is there anyone who pressed the... Yes? Number 1 would like to answer this question?
Infrared.
Yes, we can take that as an answer. Infrared pole. We're now moving on to your question. Contestant number 3. What term is best used to describe such a facility?
Database.
He says database. No. Well, number 6 would like to answer this question.
Data room.
Data?
Room.
Okay, that can be accepted as answer. Data room, you said. data room or data center. Here's your question, contestant number 4. Identify the specific name of the type of device shown on screen.
Network interface card.
No. Well, number 1 would like to answer this question.
Dial-up modem.
Yes, the answer is correct. A modem or dial-up modem. Here's your question, contestant number 5. This is one of the first gaming consoles. Identify its name.
Joystick.
No. Well, it looks like number 1 is answering all the other contestants' questions. What is the answer?
Atari.
Yes, the answer is correct. We are yet with round 2, and this is the final question to our final contestant. This type of lock is used on laptops and other portable equipment. What is it called? Well, number 3 would like to answer this question.
Kensington lock.
Pardon?
Kensington lock.
Okay, it's the Kensington lock. We'll take it as the answer. Well, with that, we end all the questions for round 2. Let's find out who's taken the lead now after 2 rounds of competition. We are midway in the competition right now.
And this is the viewer's question for tonight. What is the #1 microblogging website in the world? What is the #1 microblogging website in the world? SMS your answer to 0725 547 547 before noon this Thursday.
ලොව පිළිගත් උසස් අධ්‍යාපන අවස්ථා ඔබ සැමට විවර කර දෙන eSoft Metro Campus නව්‍ය දැනුමින් ඔබේ අනාගතය හැඩගන්වයි.
At 19 in Sri Lanka?
My ambition is to finish my masters at 21 and become a senior manager when I'm 25. I joined eSoft straight after my O-levels.
Start your IT or business management degree straight after O-levels. eSoft, shaping lives, creating future.
Yes, we are midway in the competition right now, end of round 2. Let's see the state of the scores. In third place, end of round 2, we have contestant number 5, Ramesh Pragati of St. Benedict's College with 11 points. And contestant number 2 in second place now, Sulochana Disanayaka from Ratnavali Balika Vidyalaya with 13 points. And leading at the end of round 2 is contestant number 1, Prameet Madhuwant from Dhammisara National College, Nathandiya with 34 points. And Faisal will now take us through round 3.
Well, Myru, as we said, Miru, we are certainly having stiff competition because we are midway in the competition and we've got a clear leader. Of course, we need a person who needs to take second place. So you've got to compete as we move on to the third round. We will be posing an open-ended question and you have to answer individually. You will earn 10 points for a correct answer, and same as in round 2, the others can make an attempt by using the buzzer. So good luck to all of you as we move on to questions for round 3. This is your question, contestant number 1. With relation to web development, what does CGI stand for?
Common Gateway Interface.
Yes, the answer is correct. As we move on to your question now, contestant number 2. Servlets are written using which programming language?
ASP.
No.
PHP.
No. You got 2 opportunities. Well, nobody else has indicated their willingness to answer this question. The answer is Java. Here's your question now. Contestant number 3. With relation to email, what does MIME stand for?
Multimedia Internet Mail Extension.
Multimedia?
Multipurpose Internet Mail Extension.
Okay, we'll take that as the answer. Multipurpose Internet Mail Extension. Right, here's your question now. Contestant number 4. The VB script client side language was introduced by which company? Well, number 2 would like to answer this question.
Microsoft.
Yes, the answer is correct. Microsoft. And here's your question now, contestant number 5. What is the world's largest ISP?
Google.
No.
Facebook.
No. Well, none of you seem to know the answer. The answer is AOL, America Online. Here is the final question in this round, round 3, for you, our final contestant. Microsoft Office is now available as a cloud implementation. What is it known as? Well, here again, none of you seem to know the answer. It's Office 360. And with that, we end all the questions for round 3. Let's find out whether there are any changes in positions after 3 rounds of competition.
உலகத்தரம் வாய்ந்த உயர்கல்வி வாய்ப்புகள் உங்களுக்காக கொண்டு வரப்பட்டுள்ளன. ESOFT Metro Campus, shaping lives, creating futures.
Tell us about yourself.
I'm 19 and just finished my bachelor's in IT.
Bachelor's at 19?
In Sri Lanka?
My ambition is to finish my master's at 21 and become a senior manager when I'm 25. So I skipped my A-levels and joined directly to the degree programs.
That's great. We didn't have that opportunity.
Start your IT or business management degree straight after O-levels at ESOFT.
And this is the viewer's question for tonight. What is the #1 microblogging website in the world? What is the #1 microblogging website in the world? SMS your answer to 0725 547 547 before noon this Thursday. Let's see who won the viewers quiz of last week. At the end of round 3, it looks like there is a slight change of position, but there might be another change at the end of round 4, we never know. So at the end of round 3, we have contestant number 3 in 3rd place, Sudaraka from Nivattaka Chethiya Mahavidyalaya, Anuradhapura with 16 points. And in 2nd place at the end of round 3, we have contestant number 2, Sulochana Disanayaka from Ratnavali Balika Vidyalaya, Gampaha with 18 points. And leading again in this round as well, contestant number 1, Prameet Madhuwanta from Dhammisra National College, Nathandiya with 44 points. Over to you, Faisal, for the final round.
Thank you, Miru. Let us remind all our viewers that this is the 4th secondary round program, and the winner and the runner-up will move into the semi-finals. Well, we've got, as Miru said, a clear leader in this particular program right now, but we don't have a person who has taken a clear position in 2nd place. It is yet open as we move on to this decisive round, the 4th round. Well, of course, we're going to be using the same format as round 3, and the contestants will be answering open-ended questions, and the judges will be evaluating your answers. So good luck to the 6 of you. And this is your question, contestant number 1. What is the name given for the modern networking and application architecture where most resources reside on the internet? None of you seem to know the answer. The answer is cloud computing. Here's your question, contestant number 2. What organization is responsible for the advancement of the PHP language? Well, here again, none of you seem to know the answer. It's Zend. Here's your question, contestant number 3. Modern databases support a data type known as blob. What does blob stand for? Well, here too, none of you seem to know the answer. It is binary large object. Here's your question, contestant number 4. What is the official IEEE code number for the Wi-Fi standard?
802.1 1A.
He says 802.1A.
802.1A.
So we cannot accept that as an answer, and none of you seem to know the answer. The answer is 802.11. And here is your question, contestant number 5. What is the popular Adobe software that is used for video editing?
Flash. Adobe Flash.
No. Number 3 would like to answer this question.
Adobe After Effects.
Yes, we can take that as an answer. And this is your question, contestant number 6. The final question for this final round. For our final contestant, Adobe's latest software is not available now as standalone software, but only online. What is their implementation known as? Well, here again, none of you seem to know the answer. It is Creative Cloud. And with that, we end all the questions for today's program. Let's find out whether we've got a clear winner and a runner-up going into the semi-finals.
We have come to the end of this show, and at the end of the final round, let's see who will proceed to the semi-finals. I will call out the names of all 6 contestants in ascending order. In 6th place, contestant number 4, Kuchila Samarakon from Gateway College, Colombo. In 5th place, contestant number 6, Mohammad Hamjad, Zahira College, Mavanalla. In 4th place, contestant number 5, Ramesh Pragati of St. Benedict's College, Colombo. In 3rd place, contestant number 2, Sulochana Disanayaka, Ratnavali Balika Vidyalaya, Gampaha. And before I announce the names of the runner-up and the winner who will proceed to the semi-finals, let me call upon Mr. Sachitra Deepanatha, Manager eSoft Metro Campus Negombo, and Mr. Krishant Silva, Council Member of Computer Society of Sri Lanka, to present the certificates and the medals. And the runner-up of tonight's show is contestant number 3, Sudaraka Sanivaratna of Niwattaka Chethiya Mahavidyalaya, Anuradhapura, with 21 points. And the winner of tonight's show, who will proceed with the runner-up to the semi-finals, is contestant number 1, Prameet Madhuwanta of Dhammisara National College, Nathandiya, scoring 44 points. And And we have come to the end of the fourth program of the secondary rounds of IT Mastermind 2014. Do join us again next week as we continue the quest in search of IT Mastermind 2014. Good night.
මෙම වැඩසටහන ඔබ වෙත ගෙනෙන්නේ eSoft Metro Campus නව්‍ය දැනුමෙන් ඔබේ අනාගතය හැඩගන්වයි.